Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Dev, and today I got some crazy things that we need to talk about because something happened in Rise of Kingdoms and it's going to impact pretty much every single player that wants to do a restart project. And I say it like that because what I'm about to tell you may be one of the biggest nerfs in RoK history. Stick around, drop a like, subscribe, sit back, and enjoy. Or not. Okay, so let's talk about this jumper nerf and exactly what am I talking about. Now, let's first talk about our target audience for this. Now, this is for anyone that wants to create a brand new account. They want to start over, start fresh, they screwed up. They want to relive the beginner process and really what it's like to be a brand new player in Rise of Kingdoms and take that whole experience in and restart because maybe they're tired of where they're at. They want to rebuild with new leadership. And they got a group of their friends that want to restart, which is a great thing to do, to play this game with your friends. You want to restart. You want to build your own leadership. You get a whole bunch of people together. I'm talking like 300 plus. And you say, all right, let's do it. Let's create accounts together and let's get this jumper group, right? And you guys all create accounts. And you pick the Halloween or any event cycle to create accounts because you're going to benefit so much on your early account to create one during an event cycle, as well as take advantage of some KVK rewards, which are still kind of locked for City Hall 16 and below, but you're able to get a few that are meant for the entire kingdom. Okay, but we won't talk about that in this one. But let's say on the day that you're expecting this kingdom to open, you're like, oh, okay, here's it is. It's jump day. It's going to jump. In the next 12 hours, you're going to jump into the next kingdom. You're all City Hall 7. You get all your resource tokens. Your power's like 200,000. Some people are up in the 300 and 400,000. You've done all the villages. You've done all the caves. You have troops. You have your commanders. Everything is ready. You're set and you're ready to go. And the kingdom opens with minutes to spare. They ping you on Discord and are like, it's jump day, let's go. And you get this. Maximum number of governors entering with a beginner's teleport or passport reached and unable to enter. WTF, this means that you cannot jump into that kingdom. No matter what you do, you can spam the teleport button. You can spam the immigrate button. Close your game and reopen it. Still gonna get this error. Why? Because Lilith nerfed jumpers. They either nerfed them or it's a bug. And we are hoping and praying that is a bug. Because if it's a bug, then this won't happen again. But I guarantee it's probably not going to be a bug. It's probably going to be legit. Now, that's going to completely screw every jumper group that's out there because most jumper groups are between 200 and 300 players. And then you've got the one-off where there's like a player group of like 8 people or 9 people, which isn't normal, but they all want to create counts together. And then they can't jump in the kingdom because its maximum amount of governors have been reached. So let's say you fell asleep and you're unable to jump into the kingdom because you woke up late and you're on the wrong time cycle. All that time you just spent leveling up your account to City Hall 7, everything you've done is now unable to be used because of this. Now the question is, what magic number did they change it to? We don't really know, but we might know. So according to this here, it says, we have imposed numerical caps on the ability of governors to enter new kingdoms using the beginner's teleport. It's actually a passport to help foster a better player experience and ecosystem within such kingdoms, which means they don't want people of 400,000 or above, or even someone with 100,000 power jumping in the brand new kingdom and already being ahead of the game. They want the new player experience to be more new player-like. Now, this update's been out for a while. They've definitely made some tweaks to it. We've noticed that they've probably brought the cap down from probably was like 1,000 people can create new accounts in the server to like 500 or 600. And now we think it's a heck of a lot less than 500. We're talking in the hundreds. You see this right here? The Bud Awakens. This here quest is created as soon as the kingdom opens. And if you migrate in, if you look at the timer right there, it says 2 days, 23 hours, 26 minutes, and 17 seconds. With less than 4 minutes of the kingdom opening, only 100 players got in. That means that the 100 players are probably jumpers, right? 100 jumpers, not 200, not 500, 100. That's like that's like 2 alliances. Now 100 people, players, governors, cities, 100 cities are only allowed to use an immigration ticket. That's a huge nerf. Let's pray that this is a bug and this is not legit. But let me tell you, as long as I've been playing this game, most of the time, these aren't bugs. They would have already said something about it. It's been over 12 hours since this happened. It's probably legit. It's really 100 players, which significantly impacts all jumper groups. And like I said, I really hope that this is not legit. And there's so much hate going on right now with this. And I don't really know where I stand. I'm really pissed off that this happened and they didn't just tell us, right? But they're not going to just tell you, oh, this is the cap. They're going to say, oh, we've changed the cap and we've modified it. Tell us a legit number. Like, be front with us. Stop like hiding behind your text and trying to make us interpret it and making it difficult because it can be interpreted in different ways. Just be straight with us. How many players can enter a nascent kingdom with a beginner's passport? Is it 100? If it is, holy smokes. Like, make it like 300 or 400. But 100 players? Ooh. That's going to be really hard to coordinate jumper groups. And it's going to pretty much null and void all jumper groups. And make you start in the kingdom fresh like everybody else. Which, again, is ridiculous. Especially, I know players in the early game before they hit City Hall 7, they drop hundreds of dollars in the game because they're upgrading their city, they're upgrading it, and they're getting it up to higher levels. They're doing tech, they're unlocking new commanders with gold keys, and they're getting bundles dropped. So that's a couple $100. And especially the daily bundles and the recharge right now, and then the Halloween event, there's so much money has been invested in these little accounts for a lot of players. And the free to play, all you have is the ability to play with your time. So if you can increase your power to 300 to 400K as a free to play player in that 8-day window before your beginner's passport expires, that's huge. So much time has now been wasted because you can't land in the kingdom because it's restricted to 100 players. Holy crap. I don't like cursing, but I want to. But I don't want to. This is ridiculous and absurd. And they need to change it. Because a lot of players rely on that new player experience and revamping their feeling of the game and getting back and being lively with it again and reliving season 1 all over again. And they messed up their account like me. I didn't focus on YSG early on. And I can't go back and get his wheel. I have to use Card King. Or I have to spend money and buy dailies. So for me, this significantly impacts if I'm going to create a brand new account. Because I can't do it with a group. I can't coordinate anything. Man, like if you wanted to nerf something, they nerfed the completely wrong thing. And I have a really strong feeling a lot of the player base is going to feel the same way. Okay, so while I was recording and going back and making my edits before I post this, I noticed something very unique. So if you go ahead and click on the globe, which is behind me, you can't see it, and you go to preparation stage, you click on the kingdom, and one thing I just noticed was pointed out is this is now green. It was not green an hour, 2 hours ago. It says entry of the governors with beginner's teleport is not yet capped. Okay, look at the date. It says 3 days, 21 hours and 35 minutes. Okay, so this is a 3-day-old kingdom. And if you look at this one, which is the one that just opened, it's red. right? And it says 12 hours. So have we been reading this wrong? Are they making this patch update saying that the kingdom has to be a certain age before they open it for everybody? Like maybe they do let 100 governors in as soon as it opens and then wait 24 hours or longer for them to be now open for people to join, which this is labeled as 1 day and 11 hours. This didn't say green a little bit ago. So they made a change somewhere in the past hour or few hours of me making this video, because this is right there. It's green. It wasn't green before. It's green. So they made a change somewhere, but they didn't adjust the new kingdom, which is this one. I guess we're still gonna have to wait 24 hours, 12 more hours from me making this video to see if this is legit. So, well, I guess we'll have to find out then. So stick around and we'll see if this is legit or not. What do you think we need to address with Lilith? Now, I reached out to the support and they just said, oh, try again every minute. This is not a standard passport. This is a beginner's passport, not a standard passport that you would use. Yes, if you want to enter a kingdom, there's a 1 minute cooldown for every time you enter the kingdom with a new player. Yes, that's a thing. But that's not a thing when it comes to these brand new nascent kingdoms with a beginner's passport, which is Lilith still calls it beginner's teleport, apparently. So that wasn't very good. And I really, really hope Lilith's support gets back to me. Now, VIP support tells me, yeah, we did change it. It's only allowing 100 players. And I'm telling you right now, if you're listening to this, you really need to reconsider this. Make this your test. And let me tell you, your test failed and you need to rethink this process, because I don't really have anything else good to say about this. Do I think the number needs to be low? I think 300 is an acceptable number. Do I think it needs to be 1,000? No. That's too many jumper groups. That's going to flood the kingdom for the new players. They're going to feel bad because now they're over flooded with people that just did the jumper. I do think it needs to be less. So 300 is a good number. 500 is a little much. 100, not enough. They need to do a little bit more than that. But will they? I don't know. You tell me. Let me know in the comments what you think, and we'll see what we can do to reach out to Lilith again. I'll try to see if I can put your feedback in my VIP post that I've sent to them. I do hope it changes, but not much I can say for you guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to tune in more to my content, and if you haven't seen my jumper guide, go ahead and take a look at it. It's going to be posted on the side after this video. But that's it from me, guys. So for now, just keep it real.